Hey again. I'm sitting here at the Aldi parking lot seeing if I can get one more shop in today. It's 4:30. I'm just looking for like a $10 to a $15 order, something just to round me up to $100 for the day. I doubt very much that I'm gonna get it, but I thought I'd sit here anyways and try for about 15-20 minutes. I gotta run in and get a couple of things myself for tonight, so I'll probably just end it up on, this'll be it for tonight for me. It's been a little bit of a rough day. I had an earlier video where in the heat of the moment, I decided to video some of the reactions that I was having to something that came up today on the Instacart app. Mostly shopping for Instacart is super easy. There's a few tips, a few techniques. I mean, I'm sure everybody, can think of a few things to help out new shoppers, but situations, different scenarios, there really isn't much that can prepare you for some of these, but I'll describe really quick what happened. It was my first shop, and it was a Costco. The first one was Costco, the second one was Fresh Market, and they both were pretty simple, very straightforward. However, what happened on the second one is, as I was going to deliver it, I noticed that the pin that Instacart has on their map did not match up with the pin that I had on my Google map. And when I realized that I was moving in the opposite direction from the map that's provided by Instacart, I pulled over and did a quick Google search to make sure that there weren't two of the same street addresses. This has happened before. Sometimes you have to do a little bit of homework to make sure that you're delivering to the right house. And it checked out, and I thought, well, this is terrible. Because it was a difference of about 20 miles. I'm not kidding. It was a lot of miles, 20. So I continued to go according to Google Maps because I knew that that was the correct version. I arrived at the customer's house, and sure enough, the app would not allow me to complete it because it said, you're too far away from the address. Well, and of course the customer wasn't there, and so I had to reach out to Instacart help. We almost canceled the order because she, on her end, Instacart service, customer service, she couldn't contact the customer either. I had tried several times. She tried several times. So we were just about to cancel the order, which would have meant that I would get only the batch pay for that delivery, which, as we know, has fallen to base batch pay is only $4 now, and it depends on different things like weight, like if it's heavy, there's all kinds of different little details that go into it. But anyways, suffice it to say, a regular batch used to be $7. They brought it down to $4. Nice, right? But anyways, so I was feeling very sad because I was potentially losing a really nice tip. But I said something to customer service. I said, that pin, that's on you guys. She acknowledged it. She said, let me go and speak to somebody there. And they were able to give me a $10 boost because it was indeed Instacart's fault for putting the pin on a map that was nowhere near the customer's house. So I was satisfied, and the customer came out of their neighbor's house. Yay! So she was able to accept the order. I was so happy that it all worked out. Now, saying all of this, yes, it was stressful. I have severe anxiety, and I was kind of losing it, but I managed. Here's the thing that I want to say on this. I belong to several Facebook groups. I'm on Reddit, different platforms. I read about all these shoppers for Instacart, and they're always so angry. I mean, okay, why are you so angry at the customer? It just seems like they're always like, well, that customer, she didn't respond, and I delete, I'm keeping her groceries, I reached out to customer service, blah, 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 they call customers bad words, they get in fights with them through texting. I read some of this, and honestly, I am really surprised that people still order through Instacart. Thankfully, I don't think that the majority of people who place orders on Instacart realize what is going on under the radar, so to speak. It's just it's sad. I have always worked ethically, and even a gig job like this, I'm still going to work ethically because I have accepted this job as an independent contractor, which means that I am going to do this job to the best of my ability, and abide by the rules that Instacart sets. Isn't that what everybody should do? I know that we live now in a world where everybody, it's a dog eat dog world. I suppose it's always been that way. A lot of Instacarters, they might say, well, the system's not fair. They're getting rich off of us. Yeah, they are. I know. We are the workhorses. We are the ones that the business has been built literally on our backs. So, but isn't that the way of the world? Tell me any large corporation that hasn't used its employees to get to where they are. I mean, yeah, there might be some good corporations out there, but I can't really, I'm having a hard time thinking of any right now. But all I can say is try to be nice. I mean, this is your bread and butter, people. Treat your customers like people, be kind. Don't always assume that they're out to get you, or they're out to cheat you, or whatever it is that you think that they're gonna do. Yeah, I mean, I've gotten a little upset in the past. I had to deliver alcohol and the people aren't there, and of course 9 times out of 10 the customer doesn't even realize what a predicament sometimes it places us in. Sometimes I kind of put that on Instacart themselves, because if the customer assumes that they're going to get an order within a certain time frame, and we're able to deliver it like an hour earlier then that, it's like, uh-oh, okay. If that customer is not going to be home, that's a problem. It's supposed to be a convenience. That's the whole idea of using Instacart. So, to be honest with you, I don't particularly care for delivering orders that require an ID for that reason. I've kind of pulled back from those because I've had a few too many instances where the customer wasn't home, or like yesterday's issue, I had completing a Lowe's order that had the 3 cans of spray paint, which, unbeknownst to me, required an ID to deliver, and I thought, oh god. Anyways, that's another story. But I try to avoid those from now on, because you just never know. Your customer might not be there, and they don't realize what goes into this, or maybe they do and they just don't care. But whatever it is, it is. Anyways, you're just gonna get straight talk from me. I'm not gonna, try to figure people out, and I'm certainly not going to berate Instacart too much. Yeah, they're getting rich off of me. Oh well. Life is not fair. So, but it helps me out. I consider it a part-time work, and it works for me. And like I said before, you can make as much money or as little money as you want to. It is not a job. It is a gig. Okay, remember that. You always have to have something to fall back on, because you know what? It might not be there tomorrow. So you got to always have plan B, or C, or D, or E and F. But use it wisely. Treat people the way that you would like to be treated. That's all. Very easy. Okay? So with that, I'm going to wish you guys a good night. I am ready to go home and collapse. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.